Assalamu alaikum, family. Welcome to another Shaban series episode. And today we're talking about detaching from distraction, social media, the dunya, and serving the ummah, right? So let's jump right into the verse of the week. This is going to be chapter 6, verse 32. The life of this world is not but distraction and play. The home of the hereafter is better for those who are conscious of Allah. Period. All right. So, assalamu alaikum again. Ramadan is not just about adding worship, it's about removing noise. And one of the biggest obstacles today is distraction, especially digital distraction. It's everywhere you look, right? You turn on your phone, turn on your computer. We live in a digital world. We're about to have digital ID, you guys. Like, you can't escape it, right? Unless you actively choose to remove yourself. That being said, I want you guys to ask yourself a few things when it comes to doing a social media detox, because that's what we're going to be focusing on for this week of Shaban. Does this bring me closer to Allah, or does it drain my attention and time? So, for everything that you're doing this week, I want you to ask yourself those two questions. I'm going to repeat it again for you. Does this bring me closer to Allah, or does it drain my attention and time? Shaban is a month to reduce scrolling, unfollow what triggers compassion, and stop consuming endlessly. Silence creates space for sincerity. Okay, so that's what you have to focus on. So I want you to shift from self to ummah. Islam is not an individualistic way of living, right? This is the time to ask three things: who needs help? Is struggling quietly? What skills do I have that I can serve others with? Okay. And I want you to think about this conventionally and unconventionally. The Quran repeats like over and over and over again, connects beliefs with actions, the importance of that, right? Not to just think of something, but to act on it. That's what really matters. Your sincerity, your intentions, and your actions, okay? So, and that being said, this leads to the challenge of the week that I have, which is the digital and dunya detox. But before we get there, I want you guys to think again what that looks like. When you're thinking about who needs help, this is Muslim or non-Muslim. This could be those who we are close to or far apart from. Who is struggling quietly? You need to know first, is there anyone that I know personally that might be struggling quietly? Is there anyone that I don't know that might be struggling quietly? How can I help? What skills do I have that can serve others? This doesn't have to be physical skills, right? Like if you're someone that, for example, you're a software developer or a front end, back end engineer, right? And let's say that you have a few extra hours that you could volunteer, you know, you can help a new startup company by volunteering your skill sets. That's a Muslim startup company, or a non-Muslim startup company that might you might need to volunteer skill sets. Or maybe you go on your regular walks outside, right, just to get some sunlight. Well, maybe the next time you go on a walk, you can decide that you want to help the environment. So you're going to go with a bag, you're going to go with some gloves, and you're going to pick up whatever garbage you see along your walk. Things like that. Think about the things that you do on a regular basis and think about, what skills do I have that I can serve others or the environment or those around me or just anything. How can I serve with the things that I normally do on a regular basis? Anyways, going back to the challenge for this week. For one full week, I want you to remove one distracting app. I want you to think about, what's the most distracting app that you have on your phone today? And I challenge you to remove that. And if you're not going to remove it, then I challenge you to reduce the time. Put a lock on your phone to only allow yourself to be on that platform for maybe an hour a day. And we're not just thinking about removing, right? And I don't want you to only focus on app. Anything that you believe is a distraction in your life, think about how you could do less of that or how you could completely remove that thing before Ramadan comes around. So you want to replace this time that you normally take doing this thing with service, with prayer, or with the Quran. Notice a difference in your heart and in your life. And I want you to take note of that. Write it down. How does that change the person that you are and the person that you're becoming? And is this something that you want to continue after Shaban? Is this something that you want to continue after Ramadan? Those are the things that you have to think about. So, that being said, next week we're going to prepare for Ramadan logistically because intentions without preparation leads to burnout. And we don't want to get burnout, you guys. That's what this is all about. So, thank you so much for listening. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, follow, and assalamu alaikum.